Washington. Former President Donald Trump has often used social media to conduct harsh attacks against critics and political opponents during his 4 years at the White House. However, while former president and leading candidate for Republican presidential candidacy continue 4 different criminal cases against him, Trump is now, if violates agreed terms that allow it to be released before proceedings begin, may face consequences of its online notices. In 2 federal cases brought by magistrates and the state case signed by a judge in Fulton County, Georgia, he warns against the intimidation of people involved matters such as common defendants, witnesses, jury members or court officials. It hurts itself by publishing these messages, said former federal prosecutor Sarah Krisoff, who is currently working as a defense lawyer. Therefore, it not only faces the risk of violating these court orders and fines and even imprisonment, but also puts the consequences of these criminal cases at risk. Trump denied anything wrong with each of his cases, and instead accused federal and local prosecutors of launching a political witch hunt, which he said was intended to derail the 2024 presidential campaign. Trump directed social media anger to the latest private advisor Jack Smith, U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan and Fulton County District Prosecutor Fani Willis. Meanwhile, Willis spent 2 years investigating Trump regarding allegations to disrupt the 2020 presidential election in Georgia, and last week filed a large blackmail case against the former president and 18 others. Trump has been charged with 13 charges and has not yet been brought to court. Trump's pre-trial release conditions in Washington, D.C. About the facts about the federal case. He prohibits him from communicating with any person known to be witness other than his lawyers and partly warns that it is a crime to prevent or intimidate criminal investigation. Witness, victim, jury member, informant or court clerk. However, after the charges accusations against him, Trump described Chutkan as very biased and unfair, Smith as undeveloped on the social media site Truth Social. He also continued to harshly criticize Mike Pence, who turned down former president's calls to unilaterally cast state election votes or delay the approval of 2020 election results. Referring to allegations contained in accusation document on August 5, Trump said, "Not based on newly encouraged 2 survey figures." He wrote to Pence that he would take me above Constitution or that Mike was overly honest in April. Pence testified before grand jury, who was commissioned as part of investigation of private prosecutor Smith's 2020 elections. And indictment revealed that former vice president was keeping simultaneous notes on his speeches with Trump. At least one of Trump's posts on August 4 caught the attention of federal prosecutors on Smith's team. In an application requesting Chutkan a protective order for Disc.